I like food, and I think you do too. One of the most important skills you can build is the ability to say no to a want. Our bodies are incredibly persuasive. You need to learn that it's okay to say no. You need to know that it's better to say no. One great way of practicing saying no to your body is by fasting. Okay, fasting is just not eating stuff. No snacks, no breakfast, no lunch, no dinner, no nothing. But you're not doing this because it's healthier or because you want to lose weight. In this case, fasting is all about practicing restraint. It's incredibly difficult to say no to food. And now one thing that I've noticed is that you don't feel hungry. You do at first, but after a while, the temptation is to eat things. Not because you're hungry, but because you want the taste, you want to chew stuff, and you want to swallow stuff. Because eating is part of being a human. Just eating something is a temptation. Having that taste in your mouth. And fasting is a great way to show your body that you have restraint. And it's a great way of practicing that restraint. When you can prove to yourself that you can say no to wants, you regain authority over your choices. While I'm fasting, it's a lot easier to say no to other things, other temptations that I might have, that you know are bad for you. By not eating, you are showing your body that you have control over it, and your mind is in charge. And that's really important, and it makes a lot of other things fall into place easier. It increases your self-control. It actually gives a boost to your perseverance because you have more control over your body. And now I would talk with your doctor or someone you trust before you start fasting if you've never fasted before, especially if you're someone who has a weak constitution. I'm not recommending this for health. I'm recommending this for restraint practice. Okay, so even if you're just fasting an afternoon, let's say you only have breakfast, and then you go to sleep, then you wake up and you start normal again. A little bit of restraint goes a long way. Discipline isn't harsh. It's freedom through choice. Okay? So when you're disciplining yourself, when you're telling yourself how to act, you're not being harsh to yourself. You are choosing what you want to do. You're not letting your body choose for you. Fasting is tough. And like I said, I'm not hungry when I fast, but I just want food. And that's the hardest thing for me to overcome. The impulse to just grab something. I see food out on the counter and I just want to throw it in my mouth. Not because I'm hungry, but just because that's food. And you don't have to fast, obviously. You can show your body restraint through many other things. It's just that fasting is different from other choices because it's not like, I'm trying to eat better. I'm not going to eat sugar today. Fasting means zero food comes in your mouth. So making a physical choice to not allow any food into your system actually frees up your mind so you're not thinking about food. And if it comes up, you can say, I can't have food. And you'll be surprised how much more time you'll have in your day when you're not eating. Now, I will say, as a father, it is hard to make a dinner and then serve it to your kids and not eat it. But that just builds your resilience and it builds your ability to say no to that want. So what are you going to do today to try to say no to a want?